What if silence wasn't the absence of noise, but the return of your spirit? What if peace wasn't what you found when the pain ended, but what you built in the wreckage? Healing doesn't sound like a waterfall. It sounds like stillness, like breath, like power without performance. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever felt calm and wondered what's wrong? Like you finally made it out of the storm, but your nervous system still didn't believe you. That's what today's episode is about. This is for the ones who survived the fire, not just the relationship or the betrayal, but the slow, quiet death of who they used to be. And now they're sitting in the stillness, unsure if they're safe or just waiting for the next battle. You're not broken. You're adjusting to a new frequency. You're learning to recognize peace as power, not a threat. And in this silence, you rest, you feel, so you can heal. Let's talk about it. Healing isn't always gentle. People tell you healing is soft, but sometimes healing looks like crying and not knowing why, grieving a version of you that never even had a chance to live, or wanting to pick up the phone and tell the person who hurt you that you're okay, but knowing it's not safe to do that anymore. Healing isn't always beautiful. It's real, it's raw, it's holy, it's also quiet, pretty, and awkward. And most of it happens when no one's watching. Peace can feel unsafe at first. You're not crazy for feeling anxious when everything is finally calm. That's your nervous system still scanning for threats because the survival mode that you lived in taught you that silence meant danger is coming. But here's the truth, your body doesn't need to brace anymore, not where you were. Your shadow was never the enemy. The parts you were told were too much, they were protection. That fire, that bite in your tone, that silence when you stopped explaining, that wasn't weakness, that was wisdom. You don't have to perform softness to be spiritual, and you don't need to be palatable to be powerful. Boundaries are not bitterness. There's a difference between being healed and being available. You don't owe access to people who only remember and prefer the broken version of you. And if they say you've changed, say thank you. That's the point. Practice saying this aloud. I am not hard to love. I'm just no longer willing to abandon myself to be tolerated. Still waters are not weak. The quiet you're living in now, it's not the absence of power. It is power. It's the strength that no longer needs to prove itself. It's the knowing that doesn't require validation. It's the glow that comes after the breakthrough when you finally realize you're not the broken-hearted girl anymore. You're the woman who lived and stayed and reclaimed her voice, her body, her mind, her power. Take inventory of what's working, not what's left to fix, not what still hurts, but what you've already overcome. That's your foundation now. Let this land. You didn't just escape a relationship or a pattern or a cycle. You escaped the version of you who didn't know peace was possible. This silence, this stillness, this soft, holy hum in your spirit, this is the sound of you finally turning to yourself. Don't rush past it. Don't talk over it. Don't push it away. Sit in it. Because the storm didn't make you, the stillness did. Before we close, let's call back what's yours. Let's ground, clear, and reclaim. Place your hand over your chest or your sacral. Say these words aloud or let them fall onto your spirit. I call back every breath I held in fear, every piece of peace I gave away for survival, every part of me that forgot she was divine. I do not belong to chaos. I am no longer a servant to storms. I choose my peace, not as a state of mind, but a spiritual declaration. I call back every breath I held in fear and return what is not mine. And so it is. This is Empowered Shadows. Thank you for listening.